Steve Budin is here for Financial Focus. Steve, good to see you.
You too.
So what's going on? Some mixed results coming in for us this week.
Mixed data, yep. The economic reports, a lot of them this week with the three-day holiday, so some stuff was held back from last week. More of the same. You know, we have housing starts, which is a huge part of our economy, is doing real well. More homes are being built, but on the other side, the durable goods, items that last more than a year, are still muddled a little bit. They're improving, but just not as quickly as we'd like. And as a result, you actually have the stock market getting hit a little bit today. The stock market is guessing that the data is good enough that the Fed may decide to raise rates come September. Yeah, there you can see it's a pretty low, over 1% drop. You know, pretty significant. Nothing alarming, but it happens. But I tend to disagree with this market reaction. I think the Fed is not going to raise rates, and even if they did, I don't think it'll be anything too drastic. You know, there's an old saying, one and done. I wouldn't be surprised if they only did it once and sat back to see what happened. But I think the market's overreacting a little bit. But this is where things get a little crazy because the data is, for the most part, pretty good, but the market goes down.
Sure, and we've really seen a roller coaster with the Dow lately.
Yes.
I think last week we hit a record high.
We did.
So certainly confusing to a lot of people out there. And something else that you've been talking about recently is how consumers are feeling with all of this mixed data and how they're feeling about the Dow going up and down. What's consumer sentiment like these days?
Pretty good. Still over 90, which is a pretty strong feeling for consumers. And I mention this a lot because most investors or consumers are psychological beings, and if they're feeling better, they go out and spend more money. If they're spending more money, that's better for the economy. So we're still seeing some good numbers come out. Consumer sentiment is still strong, was down a little bit from last month. So again, 1 month doesn't concern me, but if we see that continue to develop, then it becomes a problem.
Speaking of consumers and just being out there in the marketplace, Uber has really made waves here in Nevada. We've seen the battle ongoing for quite some time, and now it looks like Uber really is going to come back here to Nevada. And then just this morning they announced, well, they're looking at different airports all across the nation to start service going to and from airports. What's happening with Uber? Yeah,
Uber, interesting story, right? I don't know if you've used them. I've used them. They're tremendous. You know, you can use an app and get car service directly to where you are. I bring this one up for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's a victory for free markets. You know, the ability for a new company to come in, provide some competition is always good for the consumer. Now, you want both the taxis and Uber to be regulated in the same way, so the rules are the same, but Uber really is a groundbreaking company. I mean, the ability to punch up your phone and get a ride anywhere, you know, is tremendous. Now, the airport presents interesting issues because years ago they were trying to get the monorail to go out there.
Right.
The taxis shot that down. Now it looks like Uber will be able to, once this gets up and running again, provide some airport service, but from a consumer's perspective, the more the merrier. Now, Uber is not a miracle either. The drivers are beginning to have some issues with Uber too, saying that the commissions that Uber charges them are going up. So again, the market will sort all this out. It shouldn't be a political issue. It should be a market issue. And thankfully, Uber came in, and the Nevada legislature, to their credit, did approve it.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see with Uber and see how it all shakes out here in Nevada. Steve, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Midday continues. We'll be right back.